Hi, my name is Shauna Matney from Reimagine Your Normal. Today we're continuing to talk about nutrition and we're talking about why should we eat healthy fats. Okay, so today we're talking about healthy fats and there are basically two kinds of fats. There are good and there are bad. I prefer to call them healthy and unhealthy. So healthy fats can be easily identified because they will stay liquid. Most of the time they will stay liquid at room temperature. They're the omega-9, the omega-3 fats. You can find them in vegetable oil, stuff like canola oil, sunflower oil, corn oil. It's found in foods like nuts and seeds, peanut butter, avocados, oils, that kind of stuff. So on the other side is the unhealthy fat. That is the trans fat and the saturated fat. So when you're looking at the back of stuff like the nutrition labels, like this thing with all that information on it, it'll say like saturated fat or trans fat on there. Like it's usually right under the fat part. Even if it says 0, there are still allowed to get away with trace elements of it, and it'll be in the ingredients, and it'll be called partially hydrogenated oils. So just something to be aware of. High fat foods are usually fried foods, which is no surprise. Things in like donuts, high fat meat, shortening. It's real easy to see that it's the unhealthy fat because it will be a solid at room temperature. I don't know about you, but whenever we cook bacon or hamburger meat, like we'll drain the fat out of it after it's been cooked and like put it in a cup on the stove, and it turns into like this gross yellow solid. So that's the unhealthy fat. But how much unhealthy fat should we be eating? Unlike protein and carbs, healthy fats don't really fill you up. They're not really there to be they're not there to fill your belly. They're there to help with taste. They're there to help with health things. Like healthy fats increase your immune system. I was reading an article earlier that said that healthy fats are necessary for a healthy immune system. So that alone is a great reason to make sure that you get in your healthy fats. But they are chock full of a lot of calories. So you want to make sure you stay on top of how many you're eating. There was another article that I was reading that said to keep it around 30% of your total calorie intake. If you are restricting carbs, they suggest increasing your fats, and they quantified restricting carbs as less than 20% of your overall calorie intake. So when your carbs are lower, you want your fat up higher. It must have something to do with how it affects your heart or cholesterol. Would be my guess. I don't actually know. So at the very beginning of the nutrition stuff, I went over like the containers. At the very beginning, I went over the containers. I went over these things, which is, which is all those containers right there. And the healthy fats is actually the blue one and the orange one. And because I've never really understood what they were, they're kind of together. I came across another article that said that the blue and the orange are basically all healthy fats, but the way it kind of broke it up a little bit based on what you can have. Like what you can have in the blue is different than what you can have in the orange, but they're both healthy fats, which I think is what confused me. But the article that I read said that the blue is for more calorie dense foods like cheese, that kind of stuff, and then the orange one is for less dense foods like the oils and stuff. So that hopefully that kind of helps you with the 21-day fix container thing too, if you were curious about it. But that is what healthy fats are for. That is why we need them. Definitely need them in moderation. So that is the end of the nutrition series. So if you enjoy these videos and you want to see more, then like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.